Hi guys, this is looking hella visible, but I didn't wash it again. I have first off, good morning. Hi. My wig is hella visible because once again, I did not wash it. I have brunch tomorrow with some friends, so I'll be getting all the makeup out of this because it is hella clockable, but I'm not going anywhere today. I'm going to start off with showing you some hair because I literally have been saying in the last three lives that I was going to show you the Love Me hair that I got. So here it is. Now I went on a limb to order this. This is Deep Wave hair. Well, it's supposed to be Deep Wave hair. I haven't opened yet. Love Me hair is kind of like, I've had a wig from them before and it was really nice, but it wasn't Deep Wave hair. And the only reason I still don't have that wig is because it was too small for my head. This is like 3 years ago, so I sent it back. But the hair was really nice. So, or did I send it back or did I sell it? I don't remember, but the hair was really nice. It just didn't fit my head. So that's why I decided to go with them. They Being Love Me hair is new to Amazon, or at least having their bundles is new. And I got, it says on the box, Deep Wave 20, 22, and 24 inches. Because I wanted some curly hair, but not really curly because I don't want the maintenance. Ooh, it comes with alligator clips, 2 of them. And then it comes with some lashes and some more lashes, which is good because I'm on my last pair of my Amazon lashes. I've been trying to be careful with those lashes, but they just keep breaking. So I have to buy some more Amazon lashes today. So the hair comes in this bag right here. This is going to be good to hold the wig in. And these are the bundles. Now it's Deep Wave hair, so it's not going to look the length that it's supposed to be. So like I said, I got, what did I say, 20, 22, and 24. Let's see if these are labeled. Okay, yeah, they are labeled. It says 20 right here, 24, and 22. So I'm going to open the 22 inch just because it's in the middle. We're going to see how this hair feels right out of the bag. Like I said, I'm doing this because I keep telling you, or I had kept telling you, I was going to show you the hair after I did my makeup for the last 3 lives, and I kept forgetting. But not today, bitch. Not today. Okay, straight off the bag, it's a little hard. It's a little hard. Let's see. Like a little stiff. Get the hair. So this is on the cheaper side. Oh yeah, this is, I might send this back. This feels like doll hair. It is super crispy on the bottoms. Let's see if it has a smell. And it smells like doll hair. I don't know, you guys. It is super crispy on the bottoms. Now this is like I said, it's cheaper hair. So I wasn't expecting like amazingness right out of the box. The problem is if I wash it, I'm not able to return it. But then if I wash it and deep condition it, it might not be so crispy because it feels like it feels crispy on the ends. Not dry per se, just crispy. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a shot. I don't know. This is how big the bundle is. And this is a curly-ish hair, so you don't really have to get a lot of bundles with this. I don't know. I'm going to think about it. Let me put it back in the hair net. I'm going to think about it. Because why does it feel crispy? Why does it feel crispy? So we're going to see. I'm going to think about it. But there, I showed you the hair. I finally showed you the hair that I bought from Love Me Hair. And I got the closure from Bios Hair, which I've already opened. I don't remember where I put it, but it's probably in my hair bag. But I might try this. We'll see. I don't know. Right now, I can't make a decision. Okay. Now that that's over, let's get into some makeup. Sorry you can see my wig right here. This is my blonde wig. I was going to zoom in today, but then I was rewatching some of my lives, and I realized like I'm cut off right here, and I don't want to be, so I'm not zooming in today. I am drinking a red eye from Big B, because yesterday I was so tired. And then I ended up falling asleep at like 4 o'clock, maybe like 4:30, and I slept for like 3 hours, so by the time I woke up, well, did I go to bed at 4:30 or 5? It was around 4:35, and I slept for 3 hours, and I woke up, it was like 8 something. So, that's why I didn't go live yesterday, because I had been so tired during the day, and then after I took my nap, it was already too late. So, and then I didn't sleep very well last night, because I had taken a nap, and I wasn't technically tired. So, yeah. But here we are. Okay, so I'm going to do something vampy today. I was watching Danessa Myricks do Kathleen Lights' makeup, and I was like, and it was based around Kathleen's nail polish. This was late last year, I think, or earlier this year. But it was her cherry polish. It was like cherry base. And then I immediately thought of this shade right here from Danessa Myricks. This is called Vamp. I have to sneeze. This is called Vamp. And I will show you what it looks like. Do a swatchy swatch. This is what it looks like. Now this is like, I guess, more of a fall color than it is a spring color. But I was really inspired. So I think I'm going to do this on my lips, definitely. And go into the, what is this on my fingernail? And go into the Blend Bunny palette that I used a couple of days ago. Pardon me. Use this palette that I used a couple of days ago. And go in with this shade, Marrow. Because this is kind of cherry-like. So we're just going to play it by ear. Like I always do with these palette, or with these lives. So I already have my eyebrows on. Let me get this off my hand. I already have my eyebrows done and concealed. And I'm going to go in with this shade first, the Vamp shade. I'm going to put it on my outer corners. And I'm probably not going to have a lot of playtime with this because I have powder on my, pardon me, because I have powder on my eyelid. So I'm probably not going to have a lot of playtime, but let's just see. And because I've had so much coffee, I'm probably going to be having hot flashes today, so I have my water with me. Let me put it over here actually. So if I'm like stop or pausing a lot, it's because I'm having a hot flash. My window's open and everything, so hopefully they won't be too bad. All right, I'm going to take some of that Vamp Shade and put it on the outer corner of my lid. I'll zoom you guys in just a little bit. Yeah, zoom in like that. And I'm just applying this to the outer corner of my eye and blending it up. And kind of feathering out the edges. And I don't have my base on, so this doesn't have to be perfect. So tomorrow, me and my family, oh, I don't like that. Now let's see what it looks like after I put a shadow on top. Me and my family are going out of town, so I won't be filming. I'll be filming tomorrow in the morning, like early in the morning, because like I said, I have that brunch, but I'm not going to be filming on Saturday or Sunday. Okay, I'm going to go in with the shade Marrow from the Blend Bunny palette. And kind of soften this around the edges. So what's been happening? Oh, okay. I know what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about friendships. Friendships and how they change or dissipate. That's what I want to talk about today. So you guys know I am very anti-current administration. But a friend of mine is pro-administration. And I find myself questioning how important that is to me. How important is their political views to our friendship? Let me know in the comments if you guys have been experiencing this. Like, usually in the past, politics have never been this vicious. I mean, I'm in my 40s and I cannot recall a time where politics has been this vicious. And I attribute it to something, but some people attribute it to other things. I don't know. But in the past, it hasn't even been like a thing that would even pop up in my head. Like, it matters if someone I talk to has different political views than I do. But this time around, I feel very strongly about my political views, because I feel like in my mind this time around, it's more than just politics to me. It's more of a values and morals kind of thing. Because what I have seen go on in the last year are human rights violations, blatant racism, is the word xenophobia? Okay, Google. Define xenophobia.
Fear or hatred of foreigners or people from different countries.
Yeah, that's what I mean to say. Xenophobia. And I think that's more of a, that in my eyes, that's not a how do I want to say? That's not a political view. That's a humanistic view, if that's a word, humanistic view. Yeah. Humanistic, I think, is the word I want to use, if that's a word. So I find myself really questioning whether or not I want to continue being friends with this person. And I'm not sure, like, I haven't, like, I would like to think we have a good friendship, right? But they told me, like months ago, because they knew how strongly I felt about what's currently going on. And they said that, and they told me that they weren't political. All right. So I refrained from speaking about anything political because they said they weren't political. I didn't even know. I never asked. I never asked, because once they said they weren't political, I never asked how they voted or anything like that. But then it just happens to come up later on that we get into this discussion, because I don't like the word argument. I rather say discussion, because arguments I think is kind of like the word hatred. It's kind of like, it's a strong word, so I'm just going to say a discussion right now. But we got into discussion about what was going on. This was a couple months ago too. And they finally, told me out of their own volition, I did not ask, who they voted for. And, I had my thoughts on that, on who they voted for and, the reasoning behind doing that. But technically that's not my business, right? Like, who cares? Technically it affects me, but it's already said and done. The election already happened, so nothing can be done about it, right? So I leave it alone. But there's a difference between, in my mind, there's a difference between, I need a Q-tip. There's a difference between voting for someone based off of their campaign and continuing to support someone once they get the job, if that makes any sense. So up until a couple of days ago, we still hadn't talked any politics, because I'm like, okay, and part of me was like, I don't want to know if they still support who they voted for, because that might actually change how I feel about them or how I think about them. I mean, if I'm being honest with myself. So I never brought it up because I didn't want our dynamics to change. But when I was speaking to someone else about what's been going on, my friend interjects and gives their opinion on it. And they support technically it's not a war, so I'm not going to say the word war because technically that's not what it is, but they support the military actions against Iran right now, what's going on in Iran. And I don't. I vehemently don't. Based off of the public acknowledgement by several higher ranking officials that there was no imminent threat. And the Constitution says the only reason a sitting president should be bombing a country is if they believe there's an imminent threat. And I could go into a whole thing about why I think the wrong decision was made. But like I tell you before, I'm not trying to be political. I'm more talking about friendships right now. So my friend interjects, and says something about something political. So I'm like, I thought you said you weren't political, right? And then we get into, a whole, now I would say this is an argument at this point. I wouldn't say it's a discussion anymore, because now it has changed our dynamic. So right now, so we took it off of, because we were in a social setting, so we took it off the social setting and was discussing it privately. And my friend felt like I had insulted them with something I said. And that was not my intent. When I have discussions with people that don't share my beliefs, I don't try to insult anyone for what they stand for or whatever. That's never my intention, because everyone has their reasons for choosing to do the things that they do. Whether I think it's a good reason or I agree with that reason, that's not really up to me. It's none of my business, so I never choose to insult anyone. But they felt insulted. So I told them the truth. And this might have been where I fucked up, to be honest with you. So I said it's disappointing that my friend blindly follows and ignores anything that doesn't support the narrative. And my friend found that offensive. So that's where I fucked up. Because when I read it over in my head, because when they said that they were offended, I was like, how? And then I read it over and I realized the way that I had phrased it was, I had said it as a fact rather than if. Because I had assumed that my friend blindly followed and ignored anything that didn't didn't go with the narrative. I should have said if rather than said that they do. So I can see why that was, once I looked at it, I could see how that was offensive, because I shouldn't be assuming someone's stance on something, because I'm not them. So I apologize, but I apologize for making it a statement rather than, well, not making a statement, but making it sound like it's a fact rather than if it's a if or not. But I did not apologize for the context of what I said. I did not apologize for saying that I would be extremely disappointed if they were if they were blindly following, because that's the truth. I'm not gonna lie. I would be disappointed. I'd be very disappointed. But so now we're not talking. But that was only like yesterday, so we'll see what happens. But the reason I bring it up is because I'm sure I'm not the only person right now experiencing this, like either if it's with friends or family members. I'm not liking how this is looking. Either if it's with friends or family members where there's I guess I can say a difference of opinion, even though, like I said, for me at this point, it's not an opinion. It's a right or wrong thing. So, but I'll just say for right now, difference of opinion, like how it's affecting familial relationships and friendships and marriages and stuff like that. So I just wanted to talk about it because it makes me feel better when I talk about things. I'm just taking a little bit of concealer and trying to clean this up because I am not liking how this is looking. So we'll see what happens. And I'm not the type to beg anyone to be my friend or continue being my friend. I am not going to, and I don't lie, you know, like I said, I was apologizing for how I said what I said, but not the context of what I said, because like I described, I would be disappointed if she was just a blind, or if they were just a blind follower. So yeah, I've decided to take a break from discussing politics with other people, or particularly with people that don't share my same views, because like I like having discussions because it, you know, I learn new things and stuff like that. But this has just put a damper on it because now I might lose a friend over something, which, you know, if I end up losing a friend over something like this, maybe we didn't have as strong as a friendship as I thought we did. But, you know, we'll see. I guess we'll see. We'll see. I'm going in with a little bit of white right here because this is looking a little pink. But let me know what you guys think. I tried to word that very carefully because I didn't want to misspeak. But let me know. Have you guys experienced issues in your relationships because of what's going on right now? Like, and like I said, I guess it's technically politically, but like in my mind, it's more of a human rights thing. So yeah, let me know if you guys have had these issues, and if you have any advice for me. And be nice. Don't tell me to fuck off or something, you know. You could tell me that you think I'm wrong, but name calling and stuff will not be tolerated. But yeah, so that was my last couple of days. So I've been thinking about that pretty heavily, about what I want to do. But technically the ball's in their court right now, so we'll see what they decide to do. We'll see what they decide to do. All right, I am not liking how this is looking, and I'm sweating so bad right now. I don't like how this is looking, but we're just going to keep going because sometimes things look worse before they look better. What else has been going on? Oh my God, yesterday, so I told you I've been doing math practice with Lady for the last couple of weeks. Like, we do math every day. And Lady is autistic, so the way she expresses herself, the way she takes in information, comprehends it, and then the way she expresses herself as a result of comprehending that information can be frustrating sometimes. I'm just going to say it. It can be extremely frustrating. So yesterday, I'm going to be real. This little girl made me want to quit. I'm going in with the shade Stain now, which is more of a pink. She made me want to quit trying to do this math, continue this math journey with her. Yesterday, she was just so not into it. And I can take a lot of things, but whining, like incessant whining, is not one of them. So she, I don't think Adelaide knows this because I try to like, I don't like, I don't show my displeasure outwardly for the most part. I just stare at her blankly when she's acting crazy. Well, I shouldn't say acting crazy, but acting bratty and doing her whining thing. I just look at her like she's crazy. I don't say anything. I just stare at her like this. And eventually she stops. But yesterday it took her a while to stop. And it was frustrating. Being a parent is the hardest job I've ever had. It's it is. It's the hardest job I've ever had. And I wish I had known this. I'm not regretting, deciding I wanted to have a kid. But if I had to do it all over again, I would have done more research on parenting cuz I'm flat like I think I'm pretty sure I'm doing a good job, Like my kid is not a piece of shit. She's not a bully. She's not a bad person or anything. Um she doesn't harm anybody else. She tries, but sometimes I feel like she's just so mean to me on purpose. And I tell her this too. Maybe I'm wrong for doing this, but I'll tell my 7-year-old, lady, you're being mean to me for no reason. And sometimes she says she's sorry, and sometimes she doesn't. Is it wrong of me to tell my kid that I think she's being mean to me? Is it wrong? Because she is autistic, I tend to take a more gentle parenting what do I want to say? Gentle parenting road to get things accomplished. She does get time out, but she hasn't had time out in a while because, like I said, she doesn't act out a whole lot. But when she is like set on not doing something, and you try to convince her to do it anyway, like she is just so. She can be so mean. There's no other way for me to describe it. She can just be so mean. So, yeah, yesterday was rough, but we'll see. I tried to motivate her because she's really excited about going to this hotel that we're going to be staying at. So I showed her a picture of the hotel, and that got her motivated for all of like 5 minutes, and then she went back to just not wanting to participate. And that's frustrating. But we're going to try again tonight because, like I said, every day, really, because even on the weekends, I do math practice with her because if she can't, if she doesn't have confidence in what she's doing, there's no way that she's going to be motivated to continue learning math knowledge, if she's not confident in the basics. Because I keep telling her it's not going to get easier, so you have to learn it now. So, but we're not going, since we're going to be out of town, I'm not going to have her do math tomorrow through Sunday, so she'll be happy about that. But yeah, yesterday was rough. Being a parent in general is difficult, but being the parent of someone with special needs is doubly difficult because the usual techniques that parents use doesn't work because your child sees things differently and expresses themselves differently. And sometimes that's not always verbally. Like Lady can form sentences and stuff like that, but sometimes verbally is not how she expresses herself. And that's frustrating because that's like having like a newborn. You know, like a newborn will cry, but you have to figure out what exactly they're crying about. I guess sometimes it's easy because it's either like they're hungry, they're tired, or they're poopy, you know? But as kids get older, they experience different emotions, and if they're unable to verbally describe what they're feeling, it's hard to interpret sometimes. Okay, what do I want to do here? I kind of want to do a sparkle. I said I was going to do something cherry. Maybe I'll just, let me just go over this again. But, yeah, yesterday was rough. But today is a new day. So we'll see how today's math practice goes. But yeah, it's just gonna be interesting to see Lady grow up. It's gonna be interesting in how the world is gonna change, because right now the world is not, or I should say America where we live is not set up. It's not I don't want to say catered, but people with disabilities or neurodivergence, the way America works, it's not very inclusive, is what I'll say. It's not very inclusive. Our education system is shit. And in the foreseeable future, it's not like, it doesn't seem like there's going to be a move to prioritize education, which I think a country that prioritizes their military over educating their inhabitants is doing it wrong. That's just my opinion. But yeah, it'll be interesting because she's only 7, so we'll see. Because as she develops, she's going to change. So we'll see how she changes and how well she starts adapting to things. Because she hasn't really been put in a position where she's had to really adapt. Like the biggest thing that she's had to adapt to is going to school. And even at school, she's got a helper. But there's going to come a day where she's not going to have a helper. So I'm curious what that's going to look like. You know? Okay, I really like how this looks now. It started off as shit, but I like it now. Okay, so I'm going to take the shade Oxygen. And I'm going to pat that onto this white part. Yeah, but being a parent is so challenging. It is so challenging. And I see pictures of like other families, and they make it, we never show, like in pictures, we never show the worst part of our lives. We tend to only show the best parts because that's the parts we want to remember when we look back. So I have to remember like the pictures that I'm seeing are just one part of that other family's life. Like they're probably struggling the same way I am. So I just have to remember that. Oh, this looks cute. I like that. I like it. Okay, so I have to do the entire thing on this eye. This is going to be a long live, you guys, because that took forever. Okay, going in with the matte. Oh my god, 40 minutes? It took me 40 minutes to do this eye. Jesus. Okay, going in with the Janessa Myricks Color Fix in the shade Vamp. So I believe I did this first, and I believe I used this brush. I'm excited about going to brunch tomorrow because I'm going with, I didn't go to brunch with my usual brunch partner on Wednesday. I'm going to brunch with some of my other friends. And we haven't, the three of us haven't hung out together in a while. Usually it's our significant others that hang out, and then we're together by proxy. But this time it's just going to be us. So it should be fun. Should be fun. I have to say though, like the way the time that my friend set up for us to meet is technically breakfast because she said 9:30, and I'm just like, oh my god, okay. Like that's what time I woke up at 8:30 this morning, you know. So tomorrow I'm gonna, if I want to do my makeup, I have to wake up earlier. So that's why I said tomorrow is probably going to be an early live. Okay, so I'm trying to recreate the same shape on this eye that I have on this eye. I was not expecting this to take so long, but whatever, here we are. I'm taking very little product at a time because this shit is very pigmented. I'm trying to think what else has happened over the last 2 days. Not much. I'll tell you guys, I live a very simple, boring life. Okay. Then bring it down. Maybe I. Who this? Who that? Oh, that sucks. Ugh, gross. Okay. Okay, go like that. I'm trying to shape this. It's another really dreary day today. Tomorrow is supposed to be in the 50s, so that will be nice. Hopefully it's sunny and 50. Let me look. Was it supposed to be sunny and 50 tomorrow? No. It's going to be cloudy and 50, but at least it'll be 50, you know? Won't be this cold ass 30, 20 degree bullshit we've been having. All right, this is looking cute. This is looking cute. Okay, then I'm going to go over it with this brush and the shade Morrow from the palette and blend out the edges. What I'm most excited about this look is the lips, because I'm going to do a cherry lip, like a dark cherry lip. So I'm super excited about that. going to do tomorrow. It's got to be something somewhat quick unless I want to wake up super early tomorrow. We'll see. I'm trying to run this out a little bit more. Like this. I'm trying to blend the edges of this pigment a little bit so it's not so harsh. Sorry if you can't see. My fault. I think I'm going to use pink setting powder today underneath my eyes and pinkish blush. We'll see, because I don't want to look clownish. I didn't expect my eyes to be this bold because I wanted to do a bold lip. Even though I've done bold eyes and a bold lip before, when I look back, sometimes I don't like it. Sometimes I think it looks too much. But we'll see. This eye is taking longer than I expected. Well, maybe it's not. I don't know. It just feels like it's taking longer. I love these two shades together, though. Super cute. If this was a pre-recorded video, this would be the part that I edit out, because it's taking forever and I don't have much to say. Okay, let's go in with the black now. This is the shade Humid out of the palette. I'm using very light amounts of product because this palette is very pigmented. I don't know why I don't use this palette more often. This is like, you could do so much with it. All right, there's that. I'll put a little bit more near the crease area, I think, right here. Just like that. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the shade Stain. Once again, not using a crap ton of product. This is the back of my hand right now. Not using a crap ton of product. And just gently blending this out. I think this is pulled out farther from this eye than it is on this eye. So I might have to fix that in a minute. So this is where we're at right now. And a little bit more. Here. Okay, and now I am going to cut my crease. So Danessa Myricks Color Fix in Lift. Put this on the plate. And then going with this flat brush. I haven't done a cut crease in a long time. I guess technically I did one on St. Patty's Day, but we'll call that a soft cut crease because I didn't really have to be too precise. But this one I have to be precise. I'm so sorry if you can't see. My head is tilted too much. And pull it down. And go just like this. Is that pretty even? I would say so. I think so. Let's do a little bit of black in this right here. I think I made it. Too thick right here. So we're gonna go in and go like that. Okay. And then, oh no, which one? They look the same now. Okay. Then I'm gonna go in with Maro and blend it into the white. This. I need to stop closing my eye because my depth perception gets really fucked up. Okay, I got this like that, and then a little bit more black. The outer corner. Blend Bunny shadows are so good. They are so good. Okay, I think I need to shape this a little bit on the outer corner. So I'm going to take this brush that, go like that. Use those two. Bring this in a little bit. I think I went out too far. My hands are pretty steady today. I'm kind of impressed with myself. Usually my hands be shaking a lot. But they're not shaking too bad today, even with all the coffee I've had. Remember how I was worried that this would turn out? It started out pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, and then taking a little bit of this white right here. Like that, and then taking, can't tell anymore. I'm getting my brushes messed up. All right, taking some of that stain shade. And just gently blending. Oh. I like this side more than I like this side. Let's do, oh, I think I know why too. Hold on, let's just do this. Because this doesn't have a super defined line right here. And the black is not as defined. And that's why. I think looks a little bit better now. A little bit more even. Yeah, I think that's a little bit more even now. This is taking way longer than I expected it to. But it's turning out real good. I like it. It's turning out real good. This and this. Okay. Do a little bit of, because this one is more defined than this one, so I'm going to try to define this one up. Just really softly. And then no, I think that works. Okay, so let me make this more white on my lid. Then I'll go in and set it. I'm just going in with the Danessa Myricks Color Fix in the shade Lift to make my lid more white. And then I'm going to go in with a eyeshadow to set it. Going in with the shade Oxygen, which is the white in the palette. And setting that color fix. Like I said, this is going to be a long live because I was not expecting my eyes to take this long, but here we are. Make this a little bit more white too. Just turn to pink a little bit. I'm having a hot flash. All right, this eye is definitely looking bigger than this eye, but it's whatever. I can never get my eyeshadow 100% symmetrical. It's really frustrating, but it's the way it is. Whew, hot flash. Okay. What are we going to do for lashes? I don't want to use my good lashes because I want to use those tomorrow. So I think I'm going to dig into, let's see, these are very dramatic. These are very, block it. We're going to dig into these. These are very dramatic. What do we think about eyes? Cute? Let me know what you think. I feel like I gotta put a little bit more of this Morrow shade right here. Bring it in just a little bit further. Okay. Cute, cute. All right, now I'm going to go in with lashes. These are from Amazon too. They're a little bit more dramatic than what I usually go for, but I don't want to use my good lashes because I'm going to use those tomorrow. And I only have one pair left. Let me get all this makeup off my hand. Okay, and then this. And then this. This is another boring part. I always tell you putting on lashes is so boring. But it completely changes the look. Let me tell you. Okay. Go like this. So we're going to do this eye first. I think I'm going to go for an all matte look today. I think I'm going to use a matte foundation today. Probably the NARS matte because I haven't used that in a while. Okay, so we're going to go like this. Put the glue on the lash. And then put the glue on my eyelid. These are way more dramatic than I usually go for. This is a pretty dramatic eye, right? Shit. I'm getting glue all on my eyelid. Shit. Let's see if we can get that off. Probably not. Damn it. Ugh. Okay, let's see. Okay. Ooh, these are really dramatic. These are very dramatic. Mm. This made my eye look a lot bigger, which is going to be a problem because this is my small eye, but let's just see how it goes. Let's just see. Got that glue on my lid, which is going to bother me. Let me see if I can white it out. Here it is. Let's see if I can white this out. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Okay, let's see if I can do the same thing on my other eye. I feel like I'm gonna have mismatched eyes today, but we're just gonna power through. These eyes took forever. I was not expecting it to take so long. Let's see. Okay, put the glue on the lash. Okay. I'm going to put the glue on my eyelid. I'm going to try to angle this side up a little higher just because it's my smaller eye in general. And I'm going to see if I can make it look bigger with how I place my lash. See how this goes. Let's see. Like, I guess face front, they don't look too dramatic, but then when you look to the side, at least they're not super thick. I think if they were super thick, they would just look really dumb. But I guess they don't look too bad. They're just super long on the outside. think I put it on just right. Just push these two sections together. Wow. I think I did good, except for like this area right here where my natural lash is not adhering to the false lash. Try to squeeze it together a little more. Oh, I think I did good, you guys. All right, maybe I'll put a little mascara on there. Yeah, just a little bit. Let's see. Where's my mascara at? We're gonna do the Kush mascara from Milk. Warm it up a little bit. Yeah, I think I did good, you guys. Wow. Wow. Nice. Heck yeah. Oh, I'm excited. Okay. So we're still on the cherry theme. Now I'm wondering if I should do a smoky under eye. I'm not sure. Ugh. I do know I am going to use this foundation today. This is the NARS Soft Matte. And I'm going to use this today. The Danessa Myricks Moisture Repair Balm. Do know I'm going to use that today too. Since I want to use a matte foundation, I got to make sure my skin is very hydrated. Okay, I'm going to put this here. I need a brush to apply this. Let's just do that. All right, so I'm going in with the Danessa Myricks. I'm going to use a brush. And just really buff it into the skin. I usually use my hands to do this, but I feel like a brush really gets it into, pushes it into the skin, whereas my hands just have it sit on top. All right, so while I'm doing this, let me think what I'm going to do for under eyes. I'm sorry if this live is a little boring. I really don't have much to talk about today. Besides makeup. And how much I love this palette. How much I love this palette. So moisturizing everywhere, because this NARS foundation is very matte, but I love how it looks on my skin, so that's why I keep using it. I'll just keep brushing this in. right, so should I do a smoky under eye? I don't know. I guess I can do my face and then decide, but I kind of want to use this. This is in the shade, what shade is this? Plum Smash. This one, or, oh, I have two of the same. Or, I thought there was something else in here I wanted to use. Or this one, Amethyst Hour. Let me show you what they look like. So this is Amethyst Hour. This is more of like a cool tone. I think it would look, the contrast would look really good with the eyes. Or I can use Plum Smash. So what do you guys think? Or should I just leave it? I don't know. What I do know is I need to tight line. So I'm going to do that real quick. Using the ColourPop pencil in the shade Swerve. And this just makes my lash line look hella thick. Okay. All right, moving on to complexion. I am going to color correct first. Put these over there. Probably shouldn't like that. Okay. Color correct. Here we go. Using the LA Girl Pro Conceal and Peach Corrector. I'm still thinking about that Love Me hair. Like, kind of want to send it back and purchase it from somewhere else, but it's going on a wig, so it's not like it has to be super high quality hair, because I don't really glue my wigs down anymore. I use the Bold Hold Liquid Gold. I don't glue them anymore. Just a temporary hold. I was looking at my pictures. I realize on this side of my mouth it's a lot darker around the outer corner of my mouth. So I'm gonna bring this color corrector in a little further than I normally do to counteract that darkness. Still have a lot to do. I have to pack today too. Oh my God, I hate packing. I hate packing. I hate it. Okay. So I just brought this underneath my eye area, and then I'm wiping off my brush to kind of smooth it out some more. Oh, this eye is itchy. Oh, my eye's twitching. Okay. Cute or whatever. Okay. Should I do powders or should I do cream and powder? I don't know. I think I'm going to do my concealer and then do this and then just do powder, contour, and bronzer and stuff like that. I think that's what I'm going to do. My eye, you see that? Eye is twitching. Okay. For concealer, I'm going to use the, pardon me, LA Girl Pro Conceal. Put it on the plate. Just put a little right here and a little right here. And then just blend. Maybe I'll powder, or not powder, cream contour my nose, but just like powder contour over here. I'm really liking this eye look. It's going to look really good with the mouth when I'm done with it. Okay, now for the foundation. So like I said, this is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation in Light 4 DeVille. Shake, 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 shake. Put it on my plate. This is what it looks like. It comes out of the nozzle like that. Okay. And a lot comes out pretty quickly. So let me get my foundation brush ready. Right, and then just cover my face because I'm doing powder contour and stuff, so I need coverage. it's popping up. It's looking good. I haven't worn this foundation in a while, so I wasn't sure how it would look, but putting down that moisturizing base definitely helped. I'm a little textured right here. That's because that's where all my texture is. And it's really bad right here. This might actually be too dry for my skin these days. We'll see. Let's see. Let's do the other side. Then cover my nose. So this is a medium to full covered foundation, so you don't need a lot in order to get it to cover things. Oops, put too much. That sucks. Just ruined my eyeshadow. Hold on. Always something around my nose. Although our foundation doesn't like to stick. Anyway, it's looking pretty good. It's a little heavy around my jaw area. That's where a lot of my texture is, so I'm not surprised. It's looking good though. It's looking good. Looking good. right, let's do some powder. So for powder or powder bronzer, maybe I should contour and then use a bronzer, use a powder bronzer. So I'm going to contour. Thinking maybe I should just do this now. And then I'll just powder contour to, or powder bronzer to define it a little bit more. Because usually I put my contour underneath my foundation, but today we're going to do it over it. Shouldn't make too much of a difference. Just doing a little bit of contour. Wrong brush. Okay. Gonna do powder under the eyes. I did say I was going to use pink powder today. Do a little bit of this. Okay. All right, going in with the pink powder. I don't really think I'm going to be able to tell a difference, but maybe. Because I never use a lot of powder. I think in order for it to really give a pink hue, I would have to use a lot of powder. And this is the Glamlite Shortcake, Strawberry Shortcake powder, by the way. Okay. This. Start down here and set. It's looking a little heavier on this side for some reason. I'll try to pat it out. Okay. Then go on my nose. The same powder. As you can see, you can't really tell that I'm using pink powder. You can't tell in real life either. So I'm just going to use this to powder my nose in my T-zone area. Around here. Okay, now I'm going to powder contour my nose using Morbid Lisa out of the Dark Renaissance palette. Oh my god, we're almost at 2 hours, you guys. I'm trying to hurry. These eyes just took forever. And this is probably one of my more boring lives because I'm not really talking, but I don't got a lot to talk about. I don't have a lot to talk about. All right, going in with Morbid Lisa. I'm just powder contouring my nose. I went in a little heavy right there, but I'll blend it out. Oh, another hot flash. I can feel it. Cute. Cute, 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 cute. Okay, and then taking, now we'll use the bronzer from Hourglass. Then I'm taking the, where's it at? I have an eyeshadow. Here it is. The NYX Whipped Cream eyeshadow. And I'm going to powder highlight my nose. Like that. And then use that same powder, or I should say that same eyeshadow, and powder highlight my forehead and my chin. And go down the sides of my nose. What am I going to do for blush, you guys? I'm not a huge blush person, so when I decide to do looks that, you know, require me to wear blush, or I should say will look better if I wear blush, I never know what to wear when it comes to blush. So I'm going to have to look because there's not a lot of options, and it's got to be the right tone too. Oh, this is the wrong brush. I need this brush. Cute or whatever. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's do bronzer now. I'm going to use this Hourglass palette. I'm going to go in with this bronzer. Where are you at? Bronzer brush. And I'm going to tap it off on the back of my hand and bronze up a little bit. And I love Hourglass powders because they go so well over powdered or unpowdered skin. Okay, and then taking the bronzer on my other side. And they have this blurring effect, so if you have textured skin, it kind of masks that appearance. Right, I'm going to use, let's see, for my chin, I'm going to go back in with Morbid Lisa from the Dark Renaissance palette. And powder contour my chin. I tend to prefer creams just because I have such dry skin, but today I used that Danessa Myricks Moisture Balm, so my skin is very moisturized underneath these powders, so it helps prevent the powders from looking too cakey and dry. Ooh, that's dark. Oh, that's dark. Hold on. I might put too much. I'm just attempting to blend this out because I put too much. Skin is looking fantastic. It's not too dry, not too dewy. All right, I did the best I could. Then let's do blush because I'm not sure. Oh, I have Juvia's Place. Yes. But it's supposed to be cherry, so it's got to be like, maybe, I know it's not this one. Let's put this away. I have so many options. I'm not, well, I have I don't have a lot of options as far as palettes, but all the palettes are like 4 or more. So I guess I have options. Then I have this, but I don't think that's going to work. I have individual blushes. I thought I had one that was on the darker side. Ooh, I have this from Unearthly Cosmetics. This is from their Devour. Let's see what this looks like. Ooh. This is kind of like shimmery. Okay, we'll do that. It's like a blush light. We'll do that today. So this is from Unearthly Cosmetics. This is from their Devour collection from last year. So I will do that. Let's see. I can never remember what are my blush brushes and stuff like that. Okay, we're gonna wipe this one off. I got a pack today. Oh, not excited about that. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna take some of this blush. Oh, that's pigmented. Put it on the back. This has a satin sheen to it. Oh, that's pigmented. Bring it up the side of the eye. And right here. Oh, that is pigmented. Okay, hold up. Hold up, baby, hold up. Oh, I didn't do any bronzer up here. Hold on. It's like, why does it look so pale? I'm gonna do a little bit of bronzer up here. I really need to wash this wig today, like for sure. Like this is so crispy. It's so crispy. Okay, hold on. Go back in with Hourglass real quick. I can bronze a little bit. Here we go. All right, back to the blush. I likes it. I likes it a lot. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do a little bit of blending right here. Just like that. I'm just taking the brush that I used to powder highlight my T-zone and blending it into the blush so there's no demarcation line. Cute or whatever, right? Need some more, where do I put it? I set it down and I swear goblins eat it. Here it is. Right under that contour. Put a little bit. All right, let's go back to the blush. And I like that this is like a mix between a dewy blush and a matte blush because it's coming off not radiant, but like satiny on my skin, and I like that. I like that a lot. Let's take some of this bronzer. Take some of that white eyeshadow again. And then I'm going to take some of that blush and put it on my nose as well. This can go away now. This. Just gonna put some right here. Cute. And some on my chin. This is turning out really cute. Now, do I want to put something under these eyes? Because if not, I need to brighten up right here. So that's what I'm going to do. Like I said, I put these brushes and stuff down and then I can't find them again. Here it is. Okay, so we're going to put some of this white eyeshadow just right here. So it adds a little brightness around my eye. All right, and then, ooh, I think I want to mix my blushes. I want to go in with this one too. This is kind of cherry-ish. So let me get a different brush. We're going to use a smaller brush. Get in here. That, and then just put this up here because this is a little darker. Just kind of like mix them. Like that. Like I said, these Hourglass powders are really soft, so you don't have to worry about them being super overly pigmented when you apply them. And they have this blurring effect on the skin, which is really nice. And then I'm going to put some on my nose, chin, right here. And just dust this a little bit. To blend everything in. My skin is looking so good right now. Matte, but not like overly matte. I do have a little bit of heaviness right here and my tight line transferred, but it can't be perfect like that. Let's see. I am going to powder around my mouth a little bit, like this. And then I'm going to put a little bit of white eyeshadow. Where did I just put it? Put a little bit of white eyeshadow around the corners of my mouth so they're not so dark. And then just going to use a clean powder brush and go over everything to make sure it's blended. Then I do the lips and we're done. So for the lips, I want to use this. And like, it might be too dark now that I'm looking at what I've done with the look. It might be too dark, but I'm going to try it anyway. Going in with a little bit of Glowish just to help blend this a little bit right here. Because there is a demarcation line and I don't like that. Just a little bit, just like that. Okay, so let's spray the face. I'm going to go in with, maybe something new today. I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set. And then we're going to go in for the lips. The lips are going to be bold. This smells really good. Okay, like I said, I want to use this for my lips. So let's choose a liner real quick. Probably going to go in with Night Moth. So this is Night Moth from MAC. This one right here. So I'm going to do that. Skin is looking really good. Okay. So going in with Night Moth. And then blending this out a little bit. Take a little bit of this. Let me zoom back out so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so looking like that. And then I'm going to take that Vamp shade from Vanessa Myricks and color in the outside part of the lip. And then I'm going to highlight the inside part. So kind of using this to further contour my lip. Nose itches. Okay. Okay, and then going back in with Night Moth. Hmm. Okay, so we have that lip. It's looking pretty good. And then I need something. I'm going to mix Vamp with the Lift shade from Danessa Myricks. See if we can get a nice highlighted shade for the center of my lips. Put too much Lift, put some more Vamp. Let's see. Oh, that's nice. Remember, I'm trying to go for like a cherry look. So this is what that is looking like right now. So I'm not sure if that's what I want. It looks a little too cool toned. So I'm going to go in with the gloss. I was going to keep this all matte, but I think I'm going to go in with this Heat gloss. And some of this blush right here. I think I'm going to go in with some of this blush on my lips. Because the goal is to look like cherry lips. I have no idea why I just wiped that on my shirt. I literally have a towel on my leg. Okay, and then, because this is looking more purplish than this, maybe add a little bit more Vamp. This is taking forever, you guys. I'm sorry. It's just not, this is not what I wanted. It's not turning out the way I wanted. So I wanted to keep this matte, but I might have to put a gloss on it just to keep the tone right. Oh, I put the wrong shade on. Crap. I'm basically just covering up this blush because I didn't like how it looked. Yeah, I should have just left it with the Vamp shade. I'm almost done, you guys. I promise. I just gotta get rid of all this reddish shade. And then maybe put just a little bit right in the center. Looks like that. Cute. Okay. What do you guys think? Should I do a gloss? Don't know if I should do a gloss or not. Trying to lighten up around my mouth because it's a little dark. Do a little bit of okay. I think that's it. My live has reset twice. I think it's because I've been on here too long. Okay, so I decided I'm going to do a gloss. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty gloss in Hot cherry. And I'm just going to put it right here. Mm-hmm. 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 So now that I have my lip on, I'm thinking I do want to smoke out my under eye. I'm thinking I do. Because this is looking a lot pinker than this is. So I think the under eye will bring in like the more burgundy tone. So that's what we're going to do. Clean up real quick. This is going to be my longest live yet. That's just because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. Okay, so we're going to do... it's going to be on the outer corner, I think. Yeah, we're going to go in with Maro. Just put this on the outer corner. Just like that. And that kind of brings in that cherry color. And just a little bit of blending. Like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep. Okay. And then for the bottom waterline, I think I want to do... No, I don't want to do that one. What did I say? It was between this one, Plum, and there was another one. What was it? Plum and... Ooh, this is called Charmer. What is this? And this one. Let's see. Ooh, that's nice. We'll do Charmer. Yeah, we'll do Charmer. That's like darker than Plum. And a little less purpley. So we'll do this one. Ooh, I like it. My eyes watering and my nose is itching. Okay, I think I'm done. That was in the shade Charmer from ColourPop. Ooh, I like this. Okay. Hold up. Gotta do the full effect. Hold on. Get this off my hand. Ooh, you guys. I was not expecting this look to be so bold. But I'm liking it. I wish the eyes didn't look so pink, but the overall effect I think is good. I really need to this is just aloe vera juice and tea tree oil. I really need to wash this wig. It is so crunchy. Okay. Okay. Never mind this major demarcation line. Whatever. Okay. Maybe over the shoulder. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm fussing now, but whatever. We've already been here 2 hours. Who cares? Who cares? Yeah, this definitely has to be washed. The edges are so crunchy. So crunchy. Okay. What do we think? Let me I'm gonna zoom you in just a little bit. There you go. Okay. So what do you think? Too much? Because you guys know sometimes when you do a bold eye and a bold lip, they clash, but I think it looks really good today, you guys. I'll show you the skin. I think I look cute. Okay. I'm done. I'm done. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm still undecided about that hair, even though it's 2 hours later. I'm still undecided, so I will let you know. But hope you enjoyed this live. It's really annoying. Hope you enjoyed this live. And I will see you tomorrow. It's going to be bright and early because I have brunch at 9:30. And I'm not sure what I want to do, but I think I'm going to use this palette again because this palette is bomb. Okay, this palette is bomb. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.